Hey guys, welcome back. So I'm excited. I am here to talk about the makeup that literally is breaking the internet. It's breaking YouTube. It's breaking pretty much all the rules of all the beauty world. And essentially Fenty Beauty, decided to come and snatch our edges. Rihanna decided that she was going to come out with a makeup line. And mind you, I'm not even one of those people who is like a stan. I'm not a stan for anyone. Some people have music that I enjoy. Other people don't have music I enjoy. I just really don't fall into the entire culture when it comes to idolizing certain people, but I can appreciate certain bodies of work. Now, what actually got me to go to check this out was, number one, a huge thing for me is when it comes to the makeup world, there are a lot of brands who have chosen to ignore all of us, especially the darker ladies, especially the women of color. And just the fact that she put time into making sure that everybody had a shade and everybody was included was something that I really loved. And the second thing is, I personally have oily skin, so I don't like trying foundations that don't cater to that. And the fact that this particular foundation has claims of being matte, I was like, let me hop on this. So let's jump right in. I have the foundation here, and at the end I'll just give you my thoughts on the Killawatt Trophy Wife, because this is the only other product I picked up. Now, I actually do want to pick up another one of the highlighters, but we'll talk about that at the end. Let's start with the foundation. First and foremost, beautiful packaging. I absolutely love it. I think it looks sleek and classy. Now, with the top being a pump, I absolutely love. The only thing is the color with the darker foundations, of course, is gonna be a little bit messy, but that's perfectly fine. We're really here for the foundation, but I really do like the packaging and the presentation. Now, in this, there is 1.08 fluid ounces, which is a little bit more than most foundations. Usually foundations fall between the 1 ounce range, so definitely a kudos for that. And then personally, I am in the shade 430. Now, one of the things that warmed my heart when I was watching all the other reviews on YouTube of this foundation was that I actually noticed that a lot of people who usually we wear the same color, actually we didn't match the same color, because number one, this particular foundation oxidizes, so you probably want to pick a shade lighter than what you normally use. But number two, the biggest thing is, because there are 40 different shades, literally she was able to capture a lot of people's different undertones and skin types. So I would suggest, if you're still thinking about getting this particular foundation, please go to Sephora and have yourself matched, because that is going to be the best option. I literally feel like this is a perfect match from my skin down here to my face. So I'm extremely pleased with the shade of this foundation. Now, what it's supposed to do, you're supposed to shake this particular foundation well and put it on your face. I definitely tried it a couple of different ways. I used a sponge, and I used a synthetic brush, and I used one of the fluffier brushes like the e.l.f. Blending brush. And what I have found is that the best way for me to apply this foundation is to do it in sections. So I'll start with one half of my face, dot it, and then blend. And then I'll do the other half of my face, blot it, and then blend. And for this particular foundation, because it does start off to be a little bit liquidy, I personally choose not to use a sponge, because what ends up happening is the sponge does soak up quite a bit of product, and I'm looking for more so a fuller coverage foundation. It is a medium to full foundation, and so what I really need for it to do is to really get in there with the buildability. I need it to be built up. And so that is exactly what this particular foundation was able to do. Now, I have a few breakouts on my face, so I actually just covered them slightly with some concealer before I went in with the foundation. But the application is beautiful. Absolutely flawless. And I actually was pretty surprised, because my face was looking right. When I tell you, like, I can't believe how good this is, it is amazing. And I literally struggle a lot when it comes to coverage and making sure that my skin tone is even from my hyperpigmentation and the fact that I constantly have to fight acne. But application, beautiful. You probably do want to work in sections just because it does dry down relatively fast. But all in all, this is my face. And let me see, what time did I leave my house? I actually was at church at 7:30, so I left here, probably started putting my makeup on around 6. It's it's been 7 hours. It's 1:30 in the afternoon. It's been 7 hours. I was on stage singing, lights, everything, and my face looks great. So for longevity, I definitely have to give it to this foundation. I do have a little bit of shine going on right here. I did not pick up the blotting powders, but for this particular foundation being a brand new foundation, like for this being her first try on matte foundation, I'm all about it, because I would expect to be a little bit shiny here, but nothing anywhere near any of the other foundations
where it looked like you could fry an egg on my face.
So all in all, if you are someone who doesn't mind medium to full or buildable foundation, if you want your face to look like skin and it looks flawless and beautiful and lasts you a decent amount of time, I would absolutely recommend this particular foundation. Go for it. I cannot speak for dry skin, but I can speak for my skin type. This foundation absolutely loves it, and the fact that it matches so well to my skin is absolutely amazing. So thumbs up for this. Kudos to her. I mean, just to start your makeup line and come out with so many products and come out with it with such a major, like, I mean, Sephora's a major store, and for her to actually be able to launch in such a caliber of stores, like, people usually fight to get in there, and I just gotta give it to her for this. Regardless of if you respect her as an artist or not, this makeup, independent of who she is actually really good. Now, I only pick up products that I personally would recommend or I personally would use, and a lot of the other products like the shimmer sticks and like the cream contours, like I have Anastasia Beverly Hills's cream contour thing here, and I don't use it as often. I use very few of the colors, and sometimes I really just color correct with it. So I know myself, I know I'm not going to use cream contours. I do use powder contour, so if she does come out with a powder contour, I will be getting that. But I know myself, I didn't want to overextend myself, and I knew I wouldn't necessarily use a lip gloss like that, so I picked out the items that I thought I personally would love. I picked up Killawatt because this is like the one staple item in this particular brand, Trophy Wife. Now, this is not a color that I normally would use. This is something that I would use if I'm going out, or I would very lightly dust it on my face if I'm going with like the greens or the olive undertones when it comes to my makeup. Now, I do have it on as an eyeshadow today, so this is something I can use it for eyeshadow as well. But all in all, as a highlighter, it is so sparkly. But let me show you. I don't know if you can really see, but I'm gonna just do a light swatch. I mean, I don't even know if you can see well with the lighting, but you just need, like, I barely touched it. Like, you just need a little bit, and it goes a long way. So definitely love it. I think if you're like a collector, this is something you would want. It's not an everyday thing. I've actually thought about going to get an everyday like one of the other Killawatts, just because some of them are more subtle, something I can use every day, because I actually like to use my makeup. But that's pretty much it. I definitely give a huge thumbs up to this foundation. I actually have a couple foundations I've been trying out lately, so you will be seeing quite a few foundation videos from me just to give you guys my thoughts. So definitely go ahead and subscribe if you haven't. Welcome to the family. If this is your first video, I have lots of other videos. I'll put them on the screen here. You can go ahead and take your pick, subscribe, leave a comment if you have any questions, and let me know if you have any other, I don't know, anything else. Put it in the bottom. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.